How y'all doing, ladies and gentlemen? I hope you guys are doing good. I hope you guys are doing great. Give me a second here. Forgot to do something. Yeah. All right. So, yeah, man, you're listening to the Apocalyptic Aftermath channel. I hope you guys are doing good. Like I said, if it's your first time joining my channel, welcome. Thank you for the comment on my last video. I didn't answer back. I just remembered that right now, so my bad. Sorry about that. You know, all comments are appreciated. All comments are appreciated, man. So, well, the good ones are appreciated, not the bad ones. We don't want bad comments, you know. But all comments in the shape of, I don't care if it's a long or a short one, as long as you comment, that's cool. That gets people to engage more and to converse and to exchange ideas, and maybe it'll lead to something at some point later on. I don't know. Not that I'm necessarily hoping for that to be the case, because I'm kind of like, I'm twisted about this whole YouTube thing. So, but hey, it is what it is. So, like the Illuminati, like, or that they have many ways to attack people, man, and one of the ways that they attack people is something that I've spoken about before, but maybe I don't talk about that enough, because I feel like that particular the type of attack might be a useful thing for other people it might be a useful thing for like other targeted individuals or things like that, right? Because if you're saying something, you're seeing something, and then the other person says he sees the other thing, then you can't be fucking crazy. You know what I mean? We can't all be crazy. You know what I mean? So, this particular attack is called storms, right? So what the Illuminati does, when you're a targeted individual, you know what I mean? When they target you, when they want to attack you because you tell the truth, or you're just a good person in your everyday life, because they attack good people. They don't attack bad people. They attack good people. And that's the thing about the Illuminati. And that's what's disgusting with the society that we live in. You got to understand, like, everybody that's part of the Illuminati knows that the Illuminati attacks good people. They know it. And your mom might be Illuminati, your dad might be Illuminati, but bro, that's what the Illuminati does. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's your mom, yeah, it's your dad, but that's what they do. They attack good people. Like, that's their whole shtick. That's their bread and butter. You know what I mean? Like, because without good people, they can... The reason why they attack good people is to be able... Because humans have a natural power of influence, right? People are influenced by things that they deem to be nice, right? So, let's say an artist, right? Let's say you're an artist, right? And you're a really good artist. A lot of people are gonna like your art, right? Because you're really good at it, right? Or they judge with their eyes that you are good. They proclaim that you are good. Like, you might not think that you're good, but all these people over there, when they see your stuff, they're like, oh, you're really good. So therefore, they're not influenced yet, but the door is open to influence, right? So you, as an artist, you have power. As an artist, you have power. You can influence people. And it doesn't have to be an influence like I have an agenda and I want people to do this at something. No, it's just, like, you're an artist, people like your stuff, and you got a Twitter, right? So every time you go on Twitter, people follow what you say. That's influence, right? And then if you give your opinion on a specific matter, all these people that are already watching you and already following you, well, they're gonna judge if what you're saying makes sense. And if it makes sense and they like what they're hearing, they're gonna be on board with what you're saying. So that's called power of influence. Well, it's not necessarily called power of influence, but that's what it is, right? It's a form, it's a forward form of influence, right? Because you can take advantage of that. That's when it becomes power of influence, when you're taking advantage of it, right? So a good person, right? So a good person, it was an analogy. So just transfer that analogy to like being a good person, right? You have a natural power of influence just because you're yourself. Some people might want to be more like you because they like your attitude, because your attitude it seems to be, I don't know, positive or more inclined with their way of thinking, right? So they like you, right? And so now you have power of influence. So if you wearing blue, everybody else gonna wear blue. If you're wearing red, everybody else gonna wear red. You got power of influence, right? Because, so humans have this, and everybody has it, by the way. It's just some people don't know how to, or don't care either. There's some people that don't care, right? And there's some people that don't know how to use it either. There's some people that are not aware that they have that, right? So that's why the Illuminati attacks good people. Because if they attack good people, less people are going to be prone to act in a good way. And when you're not acting in a good way, since they're evil and they do evil things, they can influence you into doing what they want, right? So this is how the Illuminati is keeping control over society, through evil acts, through fear and evil, right? So they are always out, they're always looking out, they're using technology, they're using astrology, technology, magic, spirituality, people, government, in order to find people that could have influence, right? And once they find these people, they contain them in a form of isolation chamber, where they make it as of they get everybody around that person to hate him, right? Or to act like they hate him, so that the person goes less and less towards people, because every time you meet a person, the person hates you, right? Because the Illuminati is going around town telling people, if you see this man, they're showing they got pictures of you. They're showing your pictures to other people. There's people taking your picture, and then they have your picture too. There's a lot of people that have your picture. So they're showing this picture to people, and they're telling these people, if you see this guy, hate on him, right? Hate on him. Just hate on him. You don't have to fight him. You don't have to do anything. Just hate on him, right? So they do this so that they can maintain control over society. Because at the end of the day, good is the polar opposite of evil. So, and that means something, because evil has power in it, but so does goodness. Goodness have power in it too. But the thing is that the Illuminati doesn't want people to go towards the power of goodness, because the power of goodness, is going to lead you into independence, right? Like, it's going to lead you to freedom and independence. And they don't want that. They don't want people to be free and independent. They want people to be subservient and fucking always at their every whim, right? They want slaves. They want workers and slaves and people that don't brainwashed. They want brainwashed and asleep people. They want sheep, right? They don't need people that can take care of themselves and take care of other people. They don't want that. Because if everybody was like that, you wouldn't need the government. We wouldn't need government, right? We would have a government, but it wouldn't be the same kind of government that we have today. It would be very different. And maybe we wouldn't even call it government. Maybe we would call it a council. Like, we don't have a government, we have a council. That means we have like a bunch of intelligent dudes in a room, and then we pass on ideas or suggestions to these people. They go into a place and they think about it and they meditate over it. Not actually meditate, but legally meditate over it, and then they come back to us and they tell us what they think and how we're going to proceed, if the idea is accepted or not. That's what we would have, because we don't need a government, because we know how to make money. And even if we don't know something, there's somebody in the city that knows how to do it. So we're just going to go over there and ask him. He's going to do it for us, because we're all together. We're all banded together. We might be independent, but we all share everything, and everything is all good and nice and tidy. You know what I mean? So, you know, that's why the Illuminati is always attacking good people. That's why the Illuminati is always attacking people that have some form of influence, and it's not just having influence, because if you have influence and you're evil, you're not going to have any issues. You're not going to have any issues, right? But if you have influence, and let's say you're not necessarily a good person, but you still have influence because you got a cool attitude, right? But let's say also you might not be a good person, but you have an idea that could help in one way, shape, or form. It could help society at a specific level, or it could help humanity on a specific level. Well, you're gonna get attacked, because they don't want that to happen. They don't want humans to progress. They want humans to regress, right? And everybody that's part of the Illuminati knows that. That's the plan. Everybody in the Illuminati knows that. That's how they see. Everybody in the Illuminati see people that are not part of the Illuminati as garbage. They see us as trash. Fucking, you know, peasants. You know what I mean? Like garbage, right? But they're the garbage, though. They're the worst garbage in existence. In the history of garbage, there has never been a group of people more garbage than the Illuminati. But they see us as garbage, which is fucking hilarious, right? Like, so, you know, because there's no civilization worse. There's nobody worse than the Illuminati. In the history of humanity, there has never been a group of people worse than the Illuminati. Never. Ever. Never. So, you know, but there is a lot of people that want to join that shit. But I'm sorry to tell you, those people are evil too. They know why they want to join the Illuminati. It's not for money. It's because they're evil. It has nothing to do with money. Nothing. It's because they're evil. So, because they know what the plan is. They know, they hate us. They hate humans. They hate regular humans, like everyday humans. Like they hate everyday run-of-the-mill humans. They hate those motherfuckers. They're trying to destroy humanity. They hate women because they're all gay. All of them are gay. And they hate women, right? Or maybe not all of them are gay, but 95% of 99% of the Illuminati is gay. So there's only a 1% that's not gay. And if you're not gay and you're Illuminati, if you're really not gay, you're not going to stay in the Illuminati for very long. You're not going to stay in the Illuminati for very long. So, you know, because that's gay shit. Illuminati is gay shit. It's not for straight men. It's for gay men. It's not for straight men. So they only want men to exist. They don't want women around. So they're always attacking women physically. They're always attacking women mentally. They're always attacking women spiritually because they hate women. They hate humans. They're trying to destroy humanity. You know, so, and that's the plan. That's the plan that they tell you when you walk into the door. When you walk the first day, they're going to tell you what the plan is. So if you're Illuminati, you can't sit there and act innocent, bro. Like, you know what you're doing. You know what you're doing. You're not innocent. You can't act innocent, bro. Like, you're part of it for a reason. And it's not for money. It has nothing to do with money. Nothing. Because all of you get assignments. Like, when they're passing off our pictures, like the targeted individuals, everybody got the picture. So that means your neighbor, your mom, the neighbor's neighbor, the neighbor, your mama's mama, like everybody has the picture. Everybody knows the plan. All of these people, your mom knows the plan. If you, let's say you're a targeted individual, your mom knows, your mom and your dad knows that you're a targeted individual, and they're part of it. And they're part of it. They might not be as aggressive as let's say the people that you meet outside, or the people that harass you at your job or at school and things like that. They might not be as aggressive, but they're helping them in one shape, way, or form, right? Like, they're doing harm to you spiritually, because the Illuminati is such a high, they hold the Illuminati at such a high level that your existence is not as important as the Illuminati's existence. So best believe that whoever that's around you that's part of that shit, even if they say that they love you, their goal, their end goal is to attack you, is to cause you harm, either financially, either physically, financially, or spiritually. The goal is to cause you harm. So your parents are going to cause you harm. Your friends are going to cause you harm. Strangers are going to cause you harm. Institutions are going to cause you harm. Everybody is going to cause you harm, man. Everybody's going to cause you harm. And everybody knows what the plan is. They all agree with the plan. Everybody agrees with the plan. Everybody knows what the plan is. Everybody knows, because it takes more than one person to be doing this shit anyways. Everybody knows what the plan is. They're all okay with it. They're okay with the pedophiles in the streets. They're okay with the rapists in the streets. They're okay with all these fucking people. All these fucked up people, the crazy gay people attacking people. Like, they're all for it. They're 100% all for it. Right? So, one way to do it, like I said, I did this whole explanation here to get at one of the specific attacks that they use, because I want you to take this under consideration. Let's say you're not a targeted individual, but you're listening to this video. I don't want you to think that I'm crazy. I am giving you this huge and analytic explanation in order for you not to think that you're listening to a person that lost his damn fucking mind. Because what I'm gonna say is going to be hard to believe for people that do not know anything about these things. I'm not a Mason, but I read books. I'm not a Mason, but I read books. So what they know, I know. They don't know what I know, but I know what they know. So anyway, they got this thing called storms. So what a storm is, what they do is, you're a targeted individual, right? So what they do is, they're going to send you a subliminal message. They're going to send you, you're watching TV, right? So you'll be watching TV and shit. And then they're going to send you a subliminal message. Right? And they're going to tell you, they're going to send messages, the storm is coming. You're going to see a movie commercial. And it's going to be about storms. You're gonna see a coffee commercial, and it's gonna be about storms. They're gonna say storm. You're gonna watch the news. Oh, there's gonna be a storm, the storm, and the storm. They're gonna repeat the word storm over and over again. And what a storm is, they're basically telling you that get ready because we're gonna attack you. That's basically what they're saying. And what the storm is when they attack, when they make a massive slanderish campaign. Like it's a campaign of slander, right? It's a campaign of slander. So for a set amount of time, they're gonna just slander you and slander you and slander you all day, every day. I don't know. It lasts. I don't know how long it lasts, but it lasts long enough, right? It lasts long enough, man. But like, basically they slander you and they harass you aggressively and consistently, right? I don't know why. I don't know why they do that, but they do it repetitively. It's a thing that they do, and then they take a break, and then they leave you alone, and then they do it. And it's random. It has nothing to do with what you said. It has nothing to do with what you did. It has nothing to do with that. It's just you're targeted. So that's, you're targeted. It has nothing to do with what you're doing, or, it's not God punishing you, or, whatever, right? It's just what they do, right? And what happened is like, so you're gonna walk outside, everybody's gonna hate on you, right? You're gonna watch a show, some celebrity in the show is gonna be there, is gonna say some slick shit, right? And it's targeted towards you. It's to fuck with your mind. It's to fuck with you. You know what I mean? And no, they don't have anything better to do than to target specific individuals in the country and act like dicks with that person. No, they do not. And stop thinking that they do, because they don't. Why? Look at Puff Daddy. Puff Daddy had so much time on his hands and nothing to do with his fucking life that he was just out here trying to rape trying to rape women as much as he possibly can. From what I heard, he spent more money in freak offs, whatever the fuck a freak off is. He spent more money doing freak offs than he did making music albums. So, they don't have anything to do, because a person that had something to do wouldn't be doing that, because he doesn't have time to do it because he's busy doing something else. So the Illuminati is not busy doing anything else. They have all the time in the world. They don't have anything to do with their lives. Nothing. So yeah, they have all the time to harass you. They have all the time in the world to harass you. And that's the most important thing in the world for them. For them, the most important thing in the world to do is to harass you. Is to make sure you're being harassed. Is to make sure you're being isolated. Is to make sure that you don't have no friends. That you don't have any opportunities. That nobody likes you. That you don't get to do nothing. Nobody wants to hang around you. Nobody talks to you. Nothing. And that's all they're doing. That's all them. And that's called a storm. So watch out for storms. I'm in a storm right now, bro. That's why I be like, I'm losing my fucking shit. Because they keep slandering me. It's all day, every day, from sun up to sundown. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365. It's annoying, man. It's insane. And the worst part is, it would be less bad if I could leave where I'm at, but I can't. Because the police is with them. The institutions in the country is with them. So I can't even be homeless. I tried being homeless last month, and I got brought back here. I got kicked out of a fucking homeless shelter. This fucking guy just kicked me out for no reason. I didn't do shit to him. I didn't touch him. I didn't say nothing. He just kicked me out just like that. I can't even be homeless, bro. I can't even be homeless, man. Lucifer betrayed me last night. I asked him for help. I asked him to defend me against these spirits and these entities and these angels that keep attacking me. And he fucking betrayed me. He fucking betrayed me. When I needed his help the most. He fucking betrayed me, man. That one hurt me like a motherfucker. Because I did a lot for him. And I did a lot with him. So last night he fucking betrayed me. As I asked him, I prayed. I was asking for help because I'm getting assaulted. And I'm like, shit, man, this is fucking bad. So I prayed. And he so that betrayal was a bit much. It was unwarranted. It was unwarranted. I didn't do anything to anybody. I don't know. So, anyways, the institution are with them. So the police is with them. The homeless shelters is with them. And the hospitals are with them too. Because I tried using the hospital as a jump off point to find my way to like an apartment or something like that. I got kicked out. As I was doing what I needed to do, as I was looking for apartments and doing my shit and doing what I should do, I got kicked out. Same thing happened in the homeless shelter. I was taking care of my shit. I was, minding my own business. Kicked out. The police come here. The police come to my house. The police comes to my house all the time to pick me up, to bring me to the hospital for no reason. I'm not doing shit. I'm not doing nothing to nobody and just send me away. And then they bring me back here. Even though I don't want to come back here. So I don't have a choice but to live with these garbage ass fucking people. These garbage ass people. I don't have a choice. And I don't want to live here. I should not be here. I'm not Illuminati. I have no business in this place. I'm not an Illuminati person. I have nothing to do with these people, man. Like, we are not the same. I don't have anything to do. Like, I don't know why they're keeping me around. The thing is, I don't understand why they want to keep me around, because eventually I'm going to stab one of them. I'm going to fucking kill one of them. So I don't know. I don't understand why they want me around. I don't get it. Like, it don't make sense. I'm going to fucking kill you. I don't understand why you want me around. I'm going to fucking kill you. That makes no sense. The only thing I want to do is to fucking kill you. Like, that's the only thing I want to do. That's the only thing that I want to do with my life, is to kill you. The only thing. Why would you keep a person like that around you? That makes no sense. So anyway. So, but the thing is, I'm saying that, but I tried to, like, you know, like, just live my, you know, go about my way. I tried. It don't work. Because most people are going to be like that. Most people are going to be like, oh, you don't have to act like that. Just, you know, go take care of yourself and blah, 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 blah. You know what I mean? No, bro, that shit don't work like that, man. That shit don't work like that. That's not how that shit works. Because first of all, it don't work like that because they torture you every day. They torture you every fucking day. Every fucking day. The police is not going to help you. Nobody's going to. Jesus fucking Christ won't fucking help you. God, Jesus, Lucifer, angels, demons, nobody's going to help you. No one. Not a fucking person. Not one fucking person. Nobody is going to help you. So you can't just fucking go about your way regularly. You can't. It's impossible. You're alone. And they're consistently attacking you and depraving you of your intimacy and your privacy and your well-being. So you can't just go about your way. It don't work like that. That's not how that shit works. When you're targeted, you're targeted. And the goal is to destroy you. Not kill you, but destroy you. It's two different things. Because killing, that would be the end of it, all things. Destroying means they're going to break everything that you are comprised of. Your spirit, your intellect, your power of influence, your what's it called? They want to break your spirit. They want to break your power of influence. They want to break your reputation. They want to ruin your reputation. Build a cage around you so that you remain isolated. So and they lie to everybody around you, and even people that are not around you. They lie to people. They lie to people in a at least 5-kilometer radius. At least 5 kilometers. So if you got neighbors that hate you, if you're targeted and your neighbors hate you, tell yourself that 5 kilometers down the road, all these people that live 5 kilometers down the road, they also know that you exist, and they have been given special assignments that if they see you walking in the neighborhood where they live at or work in the space where they work at, to harass you and to make you feel like nobody likes you. They put a lot of money in this shit. And they don't have anything else to spend money on. So this is the only thing that they spend money on. They spend money to attack good people. They spend money, they spend billions of dollars to make sure that good people don't get to live a regular life like everybody else lives. Because that's dangerous to them. You existing is dangerous to them. Just the fact that you exist is dangerous. Because people have eyes. People have eyes, and they can just look at you. And like I said, just looking at you is enough for somebody to change something. It's like what? It's like what do you think? A promotion, right? I always say business is magic. I'm always saying that. I'm always saying business is magic. I'm always saying everything is magic. There's no such thing as a thing without magic. It does not exist. There's not one fucking thing in the physical realm that's not magical. Not one thing. Not one. So in business, there's a little thing called promotion. What's a promotion? A promotional display, right? So Nikes put in a commercial, and then they have Michael Jordan wearing Nikes. Guess what? Michael Jordan is the best basketball player in the NBA. I got a shoe here. I want to sell it. I don't have influence. Nobody gives a shit about me, right? But everybody knows Michael Jordan. So what I do is I'm going to take my shoes, I'm going to put it on Michael Jordan, and then everybody else is going to wear it. And that's exactly what happens. So a human, your personality works the same way as a promotional display. Or at least that's how the Illuminati see it. They see you, when you're being yourself, they see it as you're doing some kind of promotional display. Even though you're just being yourself, right? But that's how they see it, right? So they can't let you just be you, because now you're doing a commercial, right? You're doing a commercial of your life, right? And then if somebody use their eyes and they look at your life, they might want to do the same thing you're doing. And the Illuminati cannot have that. They can't let that happen, because if they let that happen, they're going to lose control over people. And the point of all this, the point of making you a targeted individual, is to maintain control over everybody else. Because if they didn't do that, you would go about your way being your regular self, and a bunch of people randomly would start acting a little bit like you do. Not necessarily exactly like you do, but they would do things that you would do, and they can't have that. And that's one thing, because that's one level of influence that they consider very important. Just because you're not saying shit, just because you're not talking and you're not saying shit, that doesn't mean that, that makes you less dangerous, right? But there's different levels, though, nonetheless. Because imagine if that person that's living a life that is attractive, or plausible or attractive to other people. Now, let's say this person starts speaking too. So now that person is talking. Now this person has an opinion. And not only that, but your opinion makes sense. So not only are people influenced by the way you act, they're influenced by what you're saying. That's even worse. That's an even more dangerous weapon than the first iteration that I explained. That's an even worse weapon to them. Now you're really fucking shit up. Now you're woo! You know what I mean? You're talking, you're being yourself, you're being a good person, and you're living your life normally like a regular person, and you have an opinion? Oh, hell no. Hell no. We can't have that. We gotta destroy that shit. We gotta destroy this person's life. Make sure that he don't get nothing out of life. Not a fucking thing. So that nobody would want to be like him. We gotta destroy that motherfucker so nobody becomes like him. We gotta. This is important. Because if we don't do it, we're gonna get destroyed. And that's bullshit. They're not even gonna get destroyed, man. People are just not gonna give a fuck. You know what I mean? Like, somebody like me would fucking kill you, obviously, but I'm different. But most people, what I'm talking about is so mundane and barely worth a mention that no, of course not. They're tripping because they're evil. They're evil people. They have malicious intent, right? They're evil motherfuckers, man. So, like, making sure that good people or people that have a good attitude or positive outlook on life get completely train wrecked. Because we don't want other people to be happy. We don't want people to be happy. We want them to be sad and angry. If they're sad and angry, we can control them. Because, let's say, so, I'm a YSOP, let's say. Let's say I'm a YSOP and I got all the money in the world. I create a group of individuals inside of the country where I live in. But inside the country where I live in, there's immigrants, right? And there's a shaky balance in between, right? But it's not that bad. But I don't like it. I want it to be worse. Why would I want it to be worse? Because I want to make more money, right? So what you do is, and that's why some people don't like capitalism. But that's not capitalism. That's called Illuminati. Capitalism is capitalism, and then there's the Illuminati, right? Those are two different things, right? It's not capitalism that's the problem, it's the Illuminati. So the Illuminati sits there, and they're like, oh man, okay, let's what we're gonna do is you know, because people feel safe. When people feel safe, they're not buying shit. They're not buying shit, right? If you feel safe, you're not gonna buy shit, right? If you feel safe, you're not going to buy the most expensive house in the most expensive place, right? Because you feel safe. So you're not going to spend money, right? So how do I make you spend money? I got an idea. Let's create let's take a group of people. Let's brainwash a group of people. Let's send a professional hypnosis agent in a bar, right? In a social light bar, right? And let's make sure that he's very good conversationist, right? I go over there and he starts, what he's gonna do is he's gonna start a group of people, right? And we're gonna call that group of people the Ku Klux Klan. We're gonna call that group of people the Ku Klux Klan, and then we're gonna protest and manifest, right? Feverishly, with ferociousness, right? We're gonna protest with ferociousness, right? That's gonna get the black people to attack, and it's gonna cause violence in the street, and that's perfect. It's perfect that it's causing violence in the street. Mind you, I'm not doing that because I hate black people. It has nothing to do with it. It has nothing to do with it. I'm not doing that because I want a Ku Klux Klan. I already got a group. I'm Illuminati. I don't need a group, right? I'm doing that because now the white folks that got money are going to start buying houses away from the violence, right? But the houses away from the violence are more expensive. So they're going to spend money, right? So all these products that we're seeing, all these products that we're buying, all these things that are happening, everything is built to either anger you or make you feel sad. Because when you're sad and you're angry, you spend more money. You spend more energy. You spend more energy. When you're angry and sad, you spend more energy. It's simple, ladies and gentlemen. It's simple. It's that easy. It's that easy. You're an easy target. I'm sorry to tell you. You're an easy target. Just like I'm targeted, you're targeted too. But just in a different way. So, like I said, when you're angry and sad, you spend more money because you want to remedy to the situation. And the only way to remedy to the situation is with money. You're going to go somewhere else where it's more expensive. You're going to buy things to make you feel better. You're going to go buy clothes. You're going to go drink liquor. You're gonna smoke some drugs. You're gonna take some drugs, man. You're gonna take drugs. You're gonna drink. You're gonna no pun intended, no offense meant. But that's what's gonna happen because you're sad and you're angry. But you don't want to stay sad and you don't want to stay angry, or maybe you do, whatever. But you want to feel better. At the end of the day, regardless of what happens, you want to feel better. Nobody wants to feel like shit, you know? So when you feel like shit, you're going to try and do things to make you feel better. And mind you, what's really horrible about this matrix existence that we're living in is that you have to understand, I just gave you an extreme version, but you have to understand, even if you're not spending your money in those types of things, like let's say when you're sad, you go to your yoga class, you still spent money. And you're kind of like, yeah, but it's my yoga instructor. You're right. And your yoga instructor is a cool dude. You're right. But what I mean to say is that you can't escape the matrix. Like Mr. Smith, if Mr. Smith came to your house, he would tell you you can't escape the matrix, right? Which is not necessarily true, but he has a point. He's not necessarily wrong either. And this is the reason why. Because at the end of the day, you're a cool person. Your yoga instructor is a good person, but there's a problem. When he uses the little machine, because you got a debit card, right? So when you use the little machine, there's taxes for the services rendered. He has to pay taxes. Everybody pays taxes. You don't have a choice. It's not that they're taking money directly from you. Even alcohol, they're not taking all the alcohol service. Like Jack Daniels is still making money. That's Jack Daniels' money. But there's tax on Jack Daniels. So that's why they need you to go back and buy some more Jack Daniels. Of course, Jack Daniels wants his alcohol to be popular. Duh. You know what I mean? And it tastes pretty good. Jack Daniels is pretty good. At the end of the day, shit. You know what I mean? But there's taxes. And that's where they get their money. And mind you, you might think Jack Daniels, yeah, but they only get like 15%. Yeah, Jack Daniels cash full of cash. He's a big dude. But, mind you, Jack Daniels gets money from every single fucking sales. True. And that's a lot of money. Jack Daniel makes a lot of cash. But the government is also making a lot of cash because at the end of the fucking day, $1, it's 15%, right? But it's only, let's say it's $1, right? It's more than $1 right now. 50% of whatever we're selling. Jack Daniels is only $20. It's not that expensive. It's only $20, right? So, and on that $20, and Jack Daniels is not making as much money as the government is because he has to make the alcohol. That costs money. He has to buy the bottles. That costs money. He has to label the bottles. That costs money. He has to transport the bottle. That costs money. You see what I'm saying? So Jack Daniel is making like what, $2-3 a bottle, right? The government too. The government too. So there's 45,000 people that bought some Jack Daniels. That's $100,000. That's $100,000. They make billions. And mind you, Jack Daniels is just Jack Daniels. So Jack Daniels is only making money off of Jack Daniels. The government is making money off of everything. They're making money off of Jack Daniels. They're making money off of Smirnoff. They're making money off of Bacardi. They're making money off of all of the alcohols that you see in the store. Yes, there's a bunch of choices, and a lot of these companies are probably cool individuals, and you're like, I'm not fucking part of the matrix because I spend money. I only buy custom fucking import alcohol. I only buy import, man, and that's high class, blah blah blah. You know what I mean? I only drink Grey Goose, man, or some shit like that. It don't matter what the fuck you drink. It don't matter. They still got your ass. You can't escape it, cause you gotta use the money. And even if you try to use the money as responsible as possibly humanly that you could, there's taxes on everything that you buy. And those taxes goes to them. And some people are like, oh, well, there's no taxes in America. There's no taxes on specific. It don't matter. You don't pay taxes, but he does. The company that you bought it from, he pays taxes. You don't pay taxes, but the company pays taxes. It don't matter. You can't escape it. They got you. They got you. As soon as you're born, they got you. You know what I mean? As soon as you're born, they got you automatically. There's nothing you can do. There's nothing you can do. You can't escape it. You can try not to be a consumer, but that's not really a solution. It's a temporary resolve because there's billions of people out here that are stuck in the vicious circle. You can't go to Iraq and start telling these dudes, oh, well, just don't buy weapons from the United States, from Colombia. Just buy them from the United States. They're still weapons. They're still gonna kill each other. It doesn't solve anything. It doesn't solve anything. It does not. You know what I mean? And you can't go over there and be like, oh, well, just, no, man. They get attacked all the time. There's bombings. They have to flee the country. They have to go up, down, left, right. They're all over the fucking place. They're gonna spend money. They're going to spend money on getting out of there. They're going to spend money on getting a passport. They're going to spend money on getting a car. They're going to spend money to get some new clothes. They're going to spend. 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 Spend some more. It's not capitalism that's the problem, ladies and gentlemen. It's not consumerism. It's the shit. I mean, I guess you could say it's the conglomerates because there's some conglomerates that are not very nice people. But at the end of the day, the Illuminati created the system of control that not only brainwashes you into being a fucking brain dead zombie, but it's also sucking up all of your fucking energy, physically and financially. And there's nothing you can do about it. Well, actually there is, but you're not gonna do it because you don't care. Well, I don't want to keep talking because I don't want to remove from the energy of this video. So I'm going to stop it right now because I would feel like if I keep talking, I would just dilute the brand. So I'll see you guys on the next one. Have a good one. Thank you for your support. Well, thank you for the people. I know I said nobody wants to help me, which is true, but I still thank you for the little amount of support that you guys give me. It's better than nothing. It's better than nothing, man. It's better than nothing, bro. I'd rather have this than absolutely nothing. I'd rather have your 2-3 comments than not having no comments at all. I'd rather have my 200 subscribers than not having any subscribers at all. And I don't blame anybody individually for my predicament. You know, I think there's some people that could do something or that should do something and they choose not to do it, just like Lucifer. You know, and it would be unfair to compare a regular person just like me to entities and societies that have the power to help people, that have even mandates to help people, and they just choose not to. There's two different things. I can make the difference, guys. Like I said, nobody's crazy. Nobody's crazy. So, see you guys on the next one. Have a good one. Peace out.